It's coming out of the north side.
You know the ROV. Your call.
Man, they fry you if you're wrong, mission.
Dear viewers, please subscribe the channel and help me reach the goal of 1K subscribers. I can't do this without you. If you're enjoying these recaps, hit subscribe. Let's make it happen together. Let's begin the story. The story starts in a deadly silence, a silence that feels wrong. A group of American soldiers moves carefully through a narrow street, their eyes searching for danger that could appear at any second. High above them, hidden in a distant position, a sniper and his spotter are watching everything. Their focus is sharp, their bodies still, just waiting. Suddenly, a man appears on a rooftop. The sniper quickly locks onto him, his fingers slowly moving toward the trigger. But before he can decide, the man disappears. Too fast. Too strange. Something isn't right. The soldiers keep moving forward, unaware of what might be coming. Then, a woman steps out of a house, and a small child follows her. At first, it seems normal. Nothing dangerous. But then the woman bends down and secretly hands something to the child. The sniper zooms in, his heartbeat getting faster. What is that? Why does it look so suspicious? The child suddenly starts running toward the soldiers. Now everything stops. The sniper freezes. His finger is ready, but his mind is not. It's just a child, right? Or is it a hidden threat? What would you do in this moment? Would you take the shot, or wait and risk many lives? One decision, 1 second, can change everything. But this moment didn't come from nowhere. Years earlier, a young boy named Chris learns how to shoot from his father during hunting trips. His father doesn't just teach him aim, he teaches him about life. He tells him that the world has sheep, wolves, and sheepdogs, and you must decide who you are. Those words stay in Chris's mind as he grows up. When his younger brother gets beaten badly, Chris steps in without fear and fights back. From that day, it becomes clear, he wants to protect, not run away. As time passes, Chris grows into a cowboy, living a simple life. But one day, everything changes. He comes home and finds his partner cheating on him. Instead of guilt, she blames him for not giving enough time. That moment breaks something inside him. Later, he watches the news and sees deadly attacks, explosions, innocent lives lost. Something clicks deep inside his mind. Is this his purpose? Is this the moment that will change his life forever? Without wasting time, he joins the Navy SEALs. Training is brutal. Pain, pressure, and endless tests push every man to his limit. Many give up, but Chris doesn't. He keeps going, becoming stronger every single day. One night, he meets Taya at a bar. She's confident and not impressed by him at all. When she finds out he's a SEAL, she even says she would never marry someone like him. But somehow, things don't end there. They talk more, laugh more, and slowly, a connection begins to grow. Chris tells her the truth. He joined not for pride, but to protect people. That honesty changes her view. Meanwhile, during training, Chris struggles with shooting targets. Something feels missing, until one day, he sees a real animal. Instinct takes over. He shoots, and hits perfectly, calmly. He says he performs better when it's real. That moment shows a different side of him, a dangerous one. Soon, another shocking attack appears on the news. Chris watches silently, but his eyes show determination. He's ready now. Around the same time, Taya hints that she wants something serious. And just like that, they get married. It feels like a new beginning, but is it really? Because right after, the call comes. War is waiting for him. Taya feels the fear immediately, but Chris tries to reassure her. Still, deep down, both of them know, nothing will ever be the same again. Now the story moves deeper into the war, and things only get darker. As the team enters a damaged building to set up their position, one of the soldiers starts talking about a name everyone fears, Mustafa. A sniper so deadly, he's been killing American soldiers from over 500 yards away. Some even say he was an Olympian shooter. But Chris doesn't fully believe it. Back in that tense moment, the child keeps running toward the convoy, and now there's no doubt left. It's a grenade. The sniper has no more time. One breath, one decision, and he pulls the trigger. The child drops. But before the soldiers can even react, the woman picks up the grenade and charges forward. Chris doesn't hesitate this time. Another shot. She falls too. The explosion goes off just short of the soldiers. They survive, but at what cost? The mission is successful, but Chris doesn't feel like a hero. He just took 2 lives, and one of them was a child. Back at base, a fellow soldier tries to congratulate him, but Chris shuts him down quietly. This isn't something to celebrate. This is something that will stay with him forever. But the war doesn't stop. It never does. As the team keeps moving, danger follows them everywhere. Chris stays in position, watching from above, eliminating threats before they get close. At one point, a man rushes toward the soldiers with explosives in his hand. Bullets fly from every direction, but it's Chris who lands the perfect shot, stopping him just in time. Again, lives are saved, but the pressure keeps building. Night falls, but the mission continues. Then suddenly, an insurgent hides inside a building and waits. As the soldiers pass, he opens fire, and one of their men goes down. When Chris hears the news, it hits him hard. This is the reality of war. Sometimes, even the best can't save everyone. Back at camp, the soldiers praise him, calling him the most reliable ally they have. But Chris doesn't let it get to his head, because deep inside, he knows the truth. He can't protect everyone. During another quiet moment, he calls his wife. She misses him deeply, and for a second, everything feels normal again. They joke, they laugh, but then she drops unexpected news. His younger brother has been deployed to the same war zone. Chris goes silent. This isn't good. Not at all. But he hides his fear. Because what can he even say? At the next briefing, a new target is announced, Zarqawi, a dangerous terrorist whose death could change everything. But reaching him won't be easy. Chris suggests joining the ground team, wanting to do more, to be closer to the action. But his superior shuts it down immediately. Stick to sniping, he's told. But the next day, Chris makes his own decision. He joins the team anyway. Now they're going house to house, clearing buildings, never knowing what's behind each door. Eventually, they find a family still living in one of the houses, ignoring evacuation orders. After questioning them, the old man offers something valuable, information about a man called the Butcher, Zarqawi's most feared enforcer. But nothing comes free. He demands $100,000 for the rest of the details. Now the question is, can they trust him? Or is this another trap waiting to explode? Back at base, the commander verifies the intel and personally leads the team back. On the way, Chris gets a call. His wife has good news. They're having a baby boy. For the first time in a long while, Chris smiles, sharing the moment with his team. But happiness in war never lasts long, because suddenly, a sniper bullet crashes into the driver's helmet. Chaos explodes. The convoy loses control. Soldiers jump out, firing blindly, trying to find the hidden shooter. Chris drops the phone in the confusion, and on the other side, his wife hears everything. The gunfire, the shouting, the fear. Imagine hearing that and not knowing if the person you love is still alive. What would you feel? The enemy sniper has them pinned down. Every movement is dangerous. Chris fights his way to a rooftop, but even there, danger waits. A chained dog attacks him the second he appears. Meanwhile, on the ground, the Butcher arrives, and what happens next is horrifying. He makes an example out of the family who spoke to the Americans. The enemy sniper is too precise. One wrong move, and more soldiers will die. Before leaving, the terrorists send a chilling message. Anyone who helps the Americans will suffer the same fate. The team is shaken. The mission falls apart. The commander calls it off. But Chris disagrees. He believes they're giving up too soon. Still, orders are orders, and they leave. Weeks later, Chris returns home. His wife is there, waiting. For a moment, everything feels normal again. During a hospital visit, doctors warn him. His blood pressure is dangerously high. But he ignores it, brushing it off like it's nothing. On the way home, he keeps talking about the war, about going back, about unfinished work. Then suddenly, his wife goes into labor. The car turns, the tension rises, and soon, their baby boy is born. It should be a perfect moment. A fresh start. But even now, Chris can't let go. Days later, he sits in front of the TV, watching war reports, completely lost in it. His wife tries to bring him back, reminding him he has a family. But is it already too late? Soon, he's deployed again. Before leaving, he sees his younger brother. Tired, broken, scared. Chris knows the truth now. He can't protect him from this world. Back in Iraq, he's given a new mission, to lead a team and take down the Butcher. But even within the team, doubts start to rise. Is this mission too risky? Is it even worth it? Still, they move forward. House after house, door after door, until something feels off in one of the homes. A small detail, a wound, something doesn't match. Chris follows his instinct and searches deeper. And what he finds changes everything. A hidden cache of weapons beneath the floor. Now the truth is clear. The man was lying. Chris grabs him and gives him a choice. Face justice, or lead them straight to the Butcher. But here's the real question. Is this finally their chance to end it all? Or are they walking straight into a trap? Soon after, the soldiers set their plan into motion. They take positions silently, watching every angle, every window, every shadow. The captured man is sent forward toward the building. He walks slowly, nervously, knowing one wrong move could be his last. He knocks on the door. A voice from inside questions him. A few seconds pass, and then the door opens. That's the signal. Within a heartbeat, American forces storm in, opening fire. The guard drops instantly, and so does the man they sent in. No hesitation. No second chances. The team pushes forward, clearing enemies near the entrance, but what they find inside is far worse than anything they expected. The air feels heavy, and then they see it. A lifeless body hanging in chains, with severed parts placed on shelves nearby. This isn't just war anymore. This is something darker. Something brutal. Before they can even process it, a terrorist suddenly appears and runs into a tunnel at the back. Instantly, the team knows this is a trap. And the question is, are they already too deep to escape? Within seconds, the entire area explodes into chaos. Gunfire erupts from every direction. Bullets rip through the air as the soldiers fight back, taking down enemies one by one. For a moment, It feels like they have control, especially with their sniper watching from above, calmly eliminating targets before they can even react. But then, more fighters arrive. Not just a few, dozens. The enemy force doubles, and suddenly, the balance shifts. A rocket is launched straight at the sniper's position. Boom. His post is destroyed in an instant. Dust fills the air. Vision blurs. And in that brief moment of confusion, the butcher escapes. He jumps into a truck and disappears. The team leader tries to chase him, but it's useless. You can't outrun a vehicle on foot. And just like that, their biggest target slips away again. From a nearby building, a woman who has been watching everything picks up a phone. She calls someone dangerous, the enemy sniper. The same deadly figure who has already proven his skill before. As civilians gather in the streets, protesting and shouting, chaos grows even louder. In the middle of it, the sniper lines up his shot, aiming straight at Chris. The crosshairs lock. The moment is perfect, but he's just a second too late. Chris moves and survives. But now it's clear, this is no longer just a mission. This is personal. A deadly game between two snipers. And only one can win. Back in the United States, nothing feels normal for Chris anymore. He tries to live a simple life with his son, but even a small sound, like a drill, shakes him. In an instant, his mind goes back to war. He freezes, lost in those memories. When he snaps out of it, a man thanks him for saving his life and calls him a hero. But Chris doesn't feel like one. Inside, he's still fighting a war no one can see. The man asks him to help other soldiers who are struggling. At home, things fall apart. Taya tells him clearly, he's changed. Even when he's sitting next to her, he feels far away. Chris avoids the conversation, focusing only on the kids. She warns him that the war is slowly taking him away, but he doesn't respond. Soon, he's deployed again. And now it feels like this isn't just duty anymore. It's something he can't escape. Back in Iraq, the enemy sniper prepares for him. This is no ordinary enemy. This is a skilled hunter, just like Chris. As the battle begins, the sniper starts taking down soldiers one by one, breaking their formation. A clean shot drops a man right beside the team leader. Chris fires back, but misses. For the first time, he's facing someone equal to him. The tension rises, and the team decides to change strategy. No more waiting. They go in with full force. Tanks roll into the town, crushing resistance at first. But it quickly turns into another trap. As they clear a building, sudden gunfire erupts from hidden positions. Mark gets hit. The team tries to fight back, but they're forced to retreat. Another mission fails. Another life lost. Back home, Mark is buried. The loss hits hard, but Chris's reaction is cold. When Taya asks about Mark's last letter, Chris says something shocking. It wasn't the ambush that killed him, it was his mindset. That answer creates silence between them. Because now, Taya understands, the man she knew is slipping away. Later, Chris visits a wounded teammate who calls him one of the greatest snipers ever. When asked if he'll return to war, Chris says yes without hesitation. That night, he asks Taya a disturbing question. What if he never comes back? She's heartbroken. To her, it sounds like he's already accepted death. She begs him to change, to come back to his old self, but Chris refuses. He says his duty comes first. And just like that, he's deployed again. Back in Iraq, the war continues, but this time, the weight feels heavier than ever. From a rooftop, Chris scans the streets, alert as always. A suspicious car turns in. A man steps out with a rocket launcher. No time to think. Chris takes the shot and drops him instantly. But then a small boy walks over and picks up the weapon. Chris freezes. His heart starts racing. Not again, not another child. He watches closely, silently begging the kid to stop. But then, the boy drops it and runs away. Chris exhales. Relief hits hard. Soon after, a new mission begins. Take down the enemy sniper who's been haunting them for so long. Chris believes it's Mustafa. When the moment comes, the enemy sniper strikes first, killing one of their men. Chris spots him in the distance, nearly a mile away. An impossible shot. His team tells him to wait, but he doesn't. This isn't just a mission anymore. It's personal. He steadies himself, pulls the trigger, and lands the shot. Mustafa is down. But that victory comes at a cost. Their position is exposed. Within minutes, enemy fighters surround the building. Heavy gunfire erupts from all sides. The team is trapped. Bullets aren't enough anymore. Grenades start flying. The situation gets worse by the second. With no escape left, they make a desperate call, airstrike on their own position. In that moment, Chris finally breaks. He calls his wife and tells her he's ready to come home. Then the missile hits. The call cuts. Silence. Dust and chaos fill the air. When it clears, survivors rush to the rescue helicopter. For a moment, Chris is missing. Then suddenly, he appears from the smoke and climbs aboard just in time. Back in the US, things are not the same. Chris is home, but mentally, he's still at war. The sounds, the memories, they don't leave him. One day, he even loses control, almost hurting a dog during a moment of panic. It's clear he's struggling. A doctor tells him he killed over 160 men. But that's not what haunts him. It's the ones he couldn't save. That realization changes everything. Chris starts helping wounded veterans. Men who came back broken, physically and mentally. He listens to them, trains with them, supports them. Slowly, he begins to heal too. He reconnects with his family. Life starts to feel normal again. But just when things seem better, tragedy strikes. One day, while helping a fellow veteran at a shooting range, the man suddenly turns the gun on him. And just like that, Chris Kyle's story comes to a shocking end. A man known as one of the deadliest snipers, brought down not in war, but at home.